Oh, hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm sitting at the control desk today. Um, so, good morning and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today is February 3rd, 2020, and my name is Lysander Xanthus. Unfortunately, the Kitchen Witch is joining us in the comments today rather than in live commentary. She's feeling a bit unwell. I apologize that the stream is late today, but we are all here now, and from what I can tell in the comments, we all have coffee, so we will begin. I will be sharing with you today's astrology, numerology, and some other helpful information for your spiritual practice today. And we will also be doing a grounding, healing, and psychic protection today. And so all this is meant to assist your spiritual practice and aid in your own growth and transformation. So we are actually going to begin with our grounding exercise. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Now at the bottom of your bubble, imagine gently attached a pipe that goes deep into the earth. For simplicity's sake, imagine your bubble filled with a dark colored energy. We're going to be watching this energy drain out of our bubble and into the earth. So let us begin. Imagine or intend this dark energy leaving your bubble and draining out into the earth. We release all energy that does not belong to us. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good or our goals. We release all old emotions, patterns, attachments that we are now ready to release and that are not serving us. We release this from every layer of our aura, every chakra, every part of our bodies. Continue to feel the level go down in your mind. Feel the last of that energy exit your bubble, and then imagine the drain just disappearing and the pipe rolling down and dissipating into the earth. Your aura is whole, sealed, and complete. So we have just grounded. Now we are going to move into the astrology for the day. Later on, we will be doing a healing and psychic protection throughout these streams, so stay tuned for that. All right, so today's astrology. Sun is in Aquarius, so there is an emphasis on the qualities of innovation, sharing what we know with others, and a focus on us as an individual and our place in a greater community, and that sharing. Mercury is also in Aquarius, so these qualities also play a role in how we think right now, the way that we express ourselves, and the way that we communicate with others. So it's really emphasizing that idea of sharing of ourselves, sharing what we know. All right, and next is the moon. The moon is in Taurus, so we are feeling a need for stability, comfort, and security at this time. Let's see, Mars is in Sagittarius, so we have a strong drive to explore the possibilities for ourselves rather than just accepting things the way that they are. Jupiter. So Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are all in Capricorn, and these three planets are going to continue to help us to shed what is no longer serving us throughout this year. And Pluto brings us transformation by exercising these qualities of practicality, problem solving, self-sufficiency. Saturn emphasizes the shedding process as Pluto transforms, and Jupiter reassures us that this will bring us new opportunities. And let's see, Venus, there it is. Venus is in Pisces, so in our personal relationships, we are seeking depth and sincerity, but we may need to contend with any fantasies or illusions we have about the other person in order to get that connection. Neptune is also in Pisces, so we are deeply connected to our own feelings and intuitions at this time. Finally, Uranus is in Taurus. So this is making our comfort zone very uncomfortable, and we are being encouraged to change some of our long-standing habits. All right, let's take a look at some of our aspects. So Venus is in sextile with Saturn. So these illusions and fantasies we have about our romantic partner or about the people in our life, this angle to Saturn means that we may be experiencing a disillusionment or shedding of these ideas and releasing the person for who they are. The moon is squared with Mercury. So, and the moon will be moving into Gemini. So it's really bringing that quick wit and cleverness and creativity to Mercury in Aquarius and getting us to really think about what it is we want to share with others. Mercury is also moving into Pisces today, later on, and the moon is moving into Gemini. So that is fun. We will discuss that more tomorrow. So that is the astrology for today. Let's see. I've tried to read this before. So excuse me a moment. That's okay. All right. So the numerology for today. Today is a 3-day. So today is a day of creativity and expression. Do something today that really expresses your inner self. Paint, draw, write, or dance. Do a puzzle or dress up a bit. There are so many ways to express your inner creative force. Find the expression that works for you, and then do it to the extreme. You will find a greater sense of self and freedom if you really go for it. Let's see if I can get this a little lower. There we go. Great. So that is the numerology for today. We will be moving into our crystal healing next. I do want to share real quick, give credit where it is to Eliza, aka the Kitchen Witch. She does the numerology, affirmation, and crystal descriptions each day, so thank you very much for that. This was intuitively channeled by her. So the crystal we are working with today is desert rose, which is a kind of selenite. Actually not that familiar with this camera because I'm always sitting across the room. So let me tell you a little bit about desert rose selenite, and then you will experience its energy for yourself for a moment. So desert rose selenite carries a gentle, calming, and rejuvenating energy that can help to relieve stress while enhancing your willpower. It is a wonderful crystal to meditate with to help bring clarity of the mind and cleanse the energy of your body. All right. That sounds pretty great. Let's see, are the kitties with Eliza? They are. So, if you'd like to experience the energy of this crystal, just allow yourself to receive the energy. And I will begin. So I'm sending out the energy of this crystal to you like a white shimmering light, permeating all the layers of your aura. Earlier, we released some energy through our grounding, so it's always good to replenish your energy after a clearing. And this is gently filling in those spaces and sending healing and gentle reassurance and nurturing to all parts of your being. That concludes our mini healing with desert rose selenite. So we will be moving into our affirmation for the day. So this affirmation is an original affirmation by Eliza, and it is inspired by the energy of desert rose. I am going to say this affirmation to you the first time, because I feel like it's important to take in the words and really hear it before we say it together a few times. So this is a good time to do this while we are sitting in the healing energy we just received. All right. I am the creative, powerful source that connects to the universe. Every moment of my life is an expression of divine power. I live to be me. It is safe to be me. I love myself. Now let's say it together 3 times. I am the creative, powerful source that connects to the universe. Every moment of my life is an expression of divine power. I live to be me. It is safe to be me. I love myself. I am the creative, powerful source that connects to the universe. Every moment of my life is an expression of divine power. I live to be me. It is safe to be me. I love myself. I am the creative, powerful source that connects to the universe. Every moment of my life is an expression of divine power. I live to be me. It is safe to be me. I love myself. I encourage you to take this affirmation forward with you into your day. This concludes the affirmation. All right. So now it is time for our magic tip of the day. Today's magic tip concerns art such as drawing and painting. So art is an excellent tool for magic. You can incorporate it into a spell or ritual, or it can be a magical act within itself. And there are a lot of different ways you can take this. You can use art to, especially like a drawing or painting, to channel your emotions or your desire into an end, either by depicting the end result you want or just allowing it to channel forth and focusing in your mind on the end, regardless of what the final image is. It's also a great way to channel information if you are channeling information from the universe or spirit or from another source about something you'd like to know for a message. Art is a great medium for that. Obviously, writing can be too. So I encourage you to try art in your magical practice and just try to express yourself and to express your will and form a spell through a drawing or painting, even if you're not good at it. Art is incredibly subjective, and it's about expression and what you're trying to express. So don't feel limited. That is today's magic tip. Eliza is a big fan of art. She paints and does three-dimensional art with mixed media, and she's a very creative person. I have been drawing for most of my life. So, for example, on my reading videos, the artwork of the Oracle of Delphi, with the multi-arms holding elements, is a drawing by myself. So it has been something that's been important to my spiritual practice for many, many, many years. All right, so next is our card reading of the day. I actually left my decks across the room, so I'm going to go grab those real quick. Oh, that's all right. I miss my fiance also, but it's all right. So now I'm going to choose which deck I'd like to use today. Actually, today has kind of a quirky energy, so I think that I am going to use one of the decks behind me. This deck is called the Lysander Tarot, and it is one of Eliza's decks, and it's out of print, but it likes me well enough, so we're going to use that. I'm not as familiar with this deck, so I will be using the booklet. So, quick notes, this is a general reading for you all. You may find that all of the reading resonates for you or just parts of it, and it's meant to give you some insight and guidance into the day ahead. So let's see what Londa has to say to us today. All right, so we have two cards here. The first is the star. There is some naked people on here, so let's just cover that. The star. So as you can see, it's a very interesting, kind of quirky deck. So I do enjoy she actually describes the characters on each of the cards, and sometimes there's some relevance in that. The star. From clay vessels flow holy water, christened by a shining star, baptizing land and sea. Dusk provides a force field for angelic clusters of stars, twinkling flecks of energy. Heaven and earth spiritually connect. Tara woman travels to the celestial world. Divinatory meaning, cosmic connection, spiritual insight. So that's the first card. Let's see how it's elaborated through the next one. So this is the Two of Swords. So this card represents balance, evenness, equally matched on the same plane. So together, I feel as though she's urging you to connect spiritually to your own roots, as well as I feel that there's someone near you, close to you, that you need to be connected with, and to be sure that the two of you are in harmony and that everything will work better. Yeah. So, yes, I feel that quite strongly. There's someone in your life with whom, if your energies were in balance and your spiritual connection to them were in balance, that it would kind of even out your situation. So that is the advice she gives. How awfully specific. I'm going to see what else she'd like to say. All right. So we have two more cards. This is the Nine of Pentacles. I could hold it over here instead of in front of my face. Okay. So prudent, careful, symmetry, well-balanced, concern for all, love of life, in tune. We'll bring these together after reading them both. The next is the Ace of Swords. Piercing all boundaries, victorious, jubilant, success, no stopping you, going to the top. I think it's kind of emphasizing what it said earlier, but kind of adding to it. So the Nine of Pentacles also talks about being well-balanced, symmetry, but it adds concern for all, being in tune and love of life. So not only is there someone in your life you could be more in balance with, especially spiritually, or a spiritual source you could be more in balance with, it suggests that part of that imbalance is not being concerned enough, not, whether it's for yourself or the other person, and needing to be more prudent and mindful. Make sure that it all fits together. And it says that doing this will help you be successful. The aces are typically extremely positive cards in this deck. I want to see if there is some final words. I feel that there's perhaps one more point in here today. So, Vonda's a chatty deck, and it's not a bad thing, but she does kind of flit very quickly and follow trends. So she does answer Sandy. Sandy says, I see it as if you wish to continue to become a self-made and spiritually aligned person, pursue that idea / take it further. Her response is the 8 of Pentacles. Which apprenticeship, philosopher, discoveries, ancient knowledge melded with futuristic knowledge. So this is an image of an occultist. There's images of tarot cards on the back wall, and he is studying. So I would say that that is an apt interpretation, or at least for Sandy it is. More importantly, focusing on that idea of really bringing everything together and taking in one's teachings, at least in concerns to this card. I still strongly feel like there's another person, that it does involve a relationship, that there's a person in each of your lives that one needs balancing with. All right. And we have 2 more. So we have 2 major arcana cards, so they do have character descriptions. This is the Magician. Mastering illusion, mastering magic, mastering yourself. Is it possible to master anything, or is the act of mastering just that, an act? By acting, you become the act. You become the illusion. The magician embodies all that is elusive, all that appears to be power, control, strength, and focus. I find that an incredibly interesting description. Now, the next one is the Moon. Like a sharply dressed snake oil salesman, this tattooed, masked marauder looks at you with shifty eyes, beckoning you to buy into his scheme. Buy these beautiful gems, he says, that are really just colored glass. I think it's interesting that there's this association to both of illusion and to mysticism in some regard. Taking a moment to kind of think. So, one means creative talents will bring happiness, and the other, elusive manipulation for selfish purposes. There are a few different ways that this could be taken. feel like it urges one to be mindful of yourself or another person who is perhaps not quite who they seem to be, but I think it kind of talks about the idea of being a magical practitioner and that one's abilities can be used to bring you happiness or that they can be used for to bring you unhappiness, and that sometimes feeling like we are in control of our abilities, that we've mastered ourselves, and so on, is really an illusion, an act. And so I feel like this is an urge, again, to look at our personal balance and our balance with those around us to be sure that we're not fooling ourselves and that someone else isn't fooling us either. All right, so that concludes the reading for today. If anyone would like to go further into whatever came up for them in this reading, I do offer private sessions through my Facebook page or through my website, lysanderclairvoyant.com. All right, so I will be right back. Sorry about the pause. So, sorry, I'm just recollecting my thoughts. I need to draw the morning report to close early. I need to go. I can update you guys later with what's going on, so I apologize for cutting this short. We will see you all again tomorrow morning. If you enjoyed watching this, please like, follow, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the continuation and growth of MMR, please visit patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. on screen are our lovely patrons. Thank you so much for your support. It would not happen without you, and it would not happen without our viewers. So yes, thank you so much. And I apologize for not being able to get to the psychic protection today. So be sure to cast a shield around yourself today, a friendly reminder, and set an intention for your day, because you create your reality. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you again soon.